Let's play a game. I'm going to read a few other Oompa Loompa descriptors to you, and I want you to guess which ones had to be removed or changed so the story could continue to be enjoyed today. Aren't they fantastic? No higher than my knee. Look at their funny long hair. The Oompa Loompas spent every moment of their days climbing through the treetops. Poor little Oompa Loompas. The poor little fellow, looking thin and starved, was sitting there. The Oompa Loompa bowed and smiled, showing beautiful white teeth. His skin was rosy white, his hair was golden brown, and the top of his head came just above the height of Mr. Wonka's knee. He wore the usual deer skin slung over his shoulder. I'll give you a few moments to reflect on these. If you guessed all of them, you'd be correct. Every single one of these was removed and only one was replaced. Which one would that be? The poor little fellow, looking thin and starved, was sitting there. So what'd they replace it with? Drum roll, please. The fellow was sitting there. And to be honest, I'm appalled they would use a gendered word like fellow. Seriously though, what were the sensitivity readers concerned about with these statements? Who would be offended by them? Did they really think that a child reading these would have their feelings hurt somehow? And why are these things anything to be offended by? Because I'm telling you right now, I was a short, skinny little kid. From kindergarten through sophomore year of high school, my head was the size of a bowling ball and my body was as thin as a toothpick. I basically was an Oompa Loompa, and I doubt I would have interpreted the descriptions of them starving to death as shaming my body type. And if one of these sensitivity readers told me, hey, we removed this from the book because we didn't want to hurt your feelings, I would ask them why. Why would that hurt my feelings? Are you implying there's something wrong with being skinny? Because I can run really fast. Maybe it was bigotry they were worried about. The last thing you want is kids becoming prejudiced against fantasy creatures. Now, before you call me a hypocrite because I didn't have a problem with the original changes Dahl made to the Oompa Loompas, that's a very different situation. First off, those edits were made by Dahl himself at the tail end of the civil rights movement, so the end result was still his vision. There's also no denying that the original description